Hey everyone, what is going on? So we have another video for you today, and it's something a little bit different. I wanted to do a meta simplified guide for each of the new cups. So we have the little cup for next week, which begins next week, and then we're going to have the Canter cup and the Catch cup. So I did these with Silph Arena content, a few of them in the past, and people seem to like them. I also did it with the Great League, Master League, and Ultra League as well for the Go Battle League. So if this is something you would like to continue to see in the future, definitely let me know, and I'll continue to do them when a new cup is announced. But yeah, these are obviously just my opinions, and I did get a lot of help from pvpoke.com, so I totally recommend checking them out. You probably do already. You'll get the same, if not better information. Definitely better information, because you'll get movesets as well. So a lot better information, so definitely go ahead and check them out. But nonetheless, these, as I said, are my opinions, so obviously there could be other Pokemon that are good, maybe different combos that are good that are not in here, but these are just some of my early predictions. So I did put it in the S tier rank, S, A, and then my solid team options and other choices. So let's go ahead and take a look at the S plus tier. We do have Bronzor, and that is ranked number 1 on pvpoke.com, and I think it's going to be the Metagross of the Little Cup. You know how Metagross is dominant in the Premier Master League? Well, I do think that Bronzor is going to be that way in the Little Cup. It's probably one that you're going to see on everybody's team. Yeah, I mean, it has Confusion. It's basically, it's just like the dominating Pokemon. You're going to need something on your team that could beat it, that could do well against it, or at least stand up against it, because it's just going to be able to take a lot of those fast move damage attacks like Razor Leaf or Charm. It's going to be able to resist those, so you're going to need something that could really threaten it, maybe something that resists psychic attacks like Dark Pokemon. So we're going to move on to Dino, which, I mean, it has Dragon Breath, Body Slam, and Crunch, so very similar to Zwilius, which we see in the Great League or the Halloween Cup. So that's going to be resisting the Confusion, which is definitely a positive, but the thing is, Dragon Breath is also resisted by Bronzor. Crunch is going to be super effective. Body Slam is resisted, of course, as well, but definitely a Pokemon that I'm looking into using. We do have Wynot. Now, Wynot is a Psychic type, so it's going to be resisting Bronzor's Confusion as well, so it's definitely another solid pick. It'll be dishing out neutral damage with Counter as the fast move, so I do think that's a good one as well. But I don't know if I'd recommend running Bronzor and Wynot on the same team, because we do have Shadow Stunky, and that has access to Bite, so both those Psychic types are going to be weak to Bite, and Bite does a lot of damage, so I do think Shadow Stunky is probably going to see a pretty good amount of play. I myself am probably going to end up using it, so yeah, I'm definitely going to be using that, because I know Bronzor is going to be big. As I said, Wynot's probably going to be pretty big. That's why I put it in the S plus tier. So I'm definitely liking the direction Shadow Stunky is going. Regular Stunky, I guess, could work as well, but I do like that sheer damage the Shadow versions get. So that's my S plus tier. Moving on to S tier, we do have Cottony with Charm. So, yep, it does have Charm. It's going to be dishing out a lot of damage, unless if it's like Bronzor and resist it. But other than that, it does do pretty well against most things. I mean, if you're not Bronzor, you're going to be taking at least neutral damage. Probably neutral damage. Super effective damage if it's like Dino or something like that. But, yeah, going to be dishing out quite a bit of damage. So we know how powerful Charm is. Wooper, another solid option as well, and Shadow Vulpix. Now, Shadow Vulpix does have Ember as a fast move, so it's going to be dishing out super effective damage to that Bronzor. I know I keep on going back to Bronzor, so that's definitely good. I mean, Confusion is neutral to Vulpix, but yeah, that Ember going to be doing a good amount of damage, and we do have Barboach, which I think could be good. Now, Wooper and Barboach, one of them has Mudshot and the other Mud Slap, I think. I can't remember which one has which off the top of my head. But the Mudshot, I think, has Body Slam as well. I'll have to double check. You guys definitely should double check as well. But yeah, solid picks for the S tier in my opinion. So we have the A tier. We do have Purloin as well as Shelmet. And then we have Seal. Now, Seal is really good because it actually has the same moveset as its evolution Dugong, Ice Shot, Icy Wind, and we know how powerful that is, right? We've seen it in the Open Great League, we've seen it in Silph Arena metas, so definitely powerful. I think its other move is either Water Pulse or Aqua Tail, I can't remember. It's a water move that it gets. A lot of these Pokemon, obviously, we haven't used before because they're pre-evolutions. But Lickitung is a Pokemon we have seen in the Open Great League, so this could be another solid pick. What is it? Lick, Body Slam, and Power Whip, I believe. I don't think Licky has Shadow Ball, so I think this one has Power Whip. But anyway, that's definitely a solid pick. So that is the A tier for you. I already have my team that I'm looking into. But anyway, we have other solid choices. We do have some of these. I'll just name some of these off. Cubone, Chinchou, Igglybuff, Driftbloom. Now, Driftbloom is very interesting because Driftbloom does have, I believe, the same exact moveset as Driftblim has. So it has that Hex, Icy Wind, and Shadow Ball, so really powerful. Might try that as well, but again, you really have to watch out for that Shadow Stunky with Bite. I think that's going to be a big player, to be honest with you. We'll have to see, but I think that's going to be a big player on a lot of players' teams, which is kind of the reason why I want to either lead with that Wooper or Barboach. Not necessarily lead, but use it on my team, because if you have Mudshot or Mud Slap, that's going to be super effective to Stunky. The only move, or not the only move, but the only type that's super effective to Stunky. So anyway, that's why. So then we have Munchlax. Now Munchlax is interesting because the only way you can get it below 500 CP is if you trade with a low level account who hatched one. So if you don't, then you can't get it. You can't hatch it below 500 CP. So that's currently the only way to get it. So I don't know. I mean, Munchlax is definitely a good Pokemon. So you might want to see if you can get one. I personally don't have one, so I doubt I'll ever be using that. Shadow Turtwig, another solid option. It does have Razor Leaf, so as I said, Razor Leaf and Charm, fast move pressure. Another reason I think Bronzor is going to be huge because it's resisting both of those moves. So nobody wants to get locked in with a Pokemon that shreds them like Razor Leaf does, like a Shadow Victreebel, right? So you do want something to generally resist it. Okay, Shadow Dratini with Dragon Breath, similar to Dino. I mean, they both have Shadow Breath, so you could use Dratini over it, Shadow Dratini. But yeah, I mean, that's definitely a solid pick for you. Ducklet is going to be another good one. So we have Alolan, Meowth, and then we have Hoot Hoot, Darumaka, and Nincada. So those are the other choices I have. And then for solid team options, I put 3 teams together for you, so you could let me know what teams you're planning on using. But we do have Bronzor, Dino, and Shadow Stunky. Now this is the team. I put this first. Usually I put my team first, or at least the team I want to try out first, and I'm really leaning towards this team. I think it's a solid team, so I do want to try this out. You do have that fast move pressure with Dino, and Bronzor, as I said, going to be very powerful, and then Shadow Stunky can fight Pokemon like Bronzor, or like Wynot as well. Wynot's another one I want to try out, so we're going to go ahead and move on to another team, which is going to have that Wynot, Cottony, and Dino. So we do have fast move pressure from Dino and Cottony. So Cottony has Charm, Dino has Dragon Breath, Wynot has Counter. Wynot only has 1 second move as well, so you don't have to worry about investing in a second move for Wynot because it only has Mirror Coat. So you're going to be going with Counter and Mirror Coat. It cannot get another second move. So moving on. We do have Bronzor, putting Bronzor on the team again. Seal, as I mentioned, I did want to try out Seal with Ice Shot and Icy Wind as well. And then we have Shadow Vulpix. I also mentioned that Shadow Vulpix could be doing a lot of damage, to that Bronzor. So I do have an answer to Bronzor on each of these teams. I mean, why not? It's a pretty good, it's an okay answer. I mean, it's going to be taking resisted damage from Confusion. It's going to be dishing out neutral damage with Counter, but we know how powerful Counter is. So that's why I have that. But yeah, I'm probably going to be trying out the first team the most, but then I might want to put together a team with like Wooper, as I mentioned, and Barboach. So maybe I'll try out Bronzor, Shadow Stunky, and then maybe either Barboach or Wooper, probably Wooper. And we'll have to see. But again, I really do like Dino though, so we'll see. And another thing I wanted to bring up is I also mentioned on Twitter how many of you are going to not purchase secondary moves, because these Pokemon, if they don't bring the Little Cup back, we're not going to be able to use these Pokemon ever again, right? So it's like, what's the point? Unless if they bring back the Cup, and they might continue to use it. We don't know for sure, but if they don't, you really want to buy a second move on like Dino, just so you're never going to use it again. I don't know. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. I said I probably won't, so You know, I might only go with 1 moves on some of these. I'm probably going to pick 3 Pokemon and stick to them. I'm probably not going to change throughout the cup. It's only a week long, so if I do decide to invest second moves, it's only going to be on 3 Pokemon. So we might go with that Shadow Stunky. You know, I do have a perfect Dino that I might invest in because I might want to max it out later. So buying that second move might not be a waste because I could always max it out later on. And then Bronzor, you know, we'll see. But either way, I'm excited for this cup. This is actually my favorite cup of the 3, even though it's going to be an investment that might not be worth it, especially for some of us. I don't know, unless if they continue to repeat this cup. If they do that like every season, even if it's for a week every season, it won't be that bad. But anyway, that's going to conclude this video, guys. Let me know your team in the comments down below and how you plan to proceed with this cup. And I'll be making a video of the Kanto Cup as well as the Catch Cup. And yeah, that's going to be it for this one, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Have a good day. Bye.